I still remember the day when I had first acquired my first violin. It was the final year of my graduation, and it was hardly 3-4 days left before I leave. 3-4. I think it was the penultimate day before I leave for the home final exit from the college. My parents didn't knew about my purchase, and this was done from a friend of mine who, in the last moment, just agreed on a certain amount and said, "Okay, there you go. That's all yours." Now, uh, on that day, I just touched the bow and it made some sound. It made me so much uh, excited about my violin that I kept staring at that. What a beauty it is. Anyways, I started learning and it was quite challenging because violin is something there are no frets at all, and you need to ensure you're playing the right note. How can you play the right note? By knowing what is the right note. And how do you know what is the right note? By playing what is the right note. So it's falls in a loop, and it feels like a very strange line when I was being started tutored from my second violin teacher, who used to happen my last teacher. He told me, he made me recognize a right note as compared to a wrong note, a bad note. A right note, he said, will be very much bright and clear, and if you have a sense, it will feel to you that this is something which is right. It's defined A, B, B flat, A sharp. They'll just fill the room, and the violin would as well as the strings will resonate. Anyways, my point is, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does to a certain extent, to a much extent, but still, the same great violin can sound in a variable level as compared to in whose hand it is being played. Hand it over to amateur, he'll play somewhat okay, good, not bad. Hold it to somewhat mediocre, he'll play good. And then to maestro, he'll play the sonatas of Mozart as well as Beethoven, and it will feel so great that okay, this was the violin and this can sound so good. So it all depends about the performer, and sometimes not exactly the art that is being developed by the artist. Same goes for the magic. I've seen, including myself, I try to vie for learning as many tricks as possible, but to spend little time on developing it and to ensure that it have a very strong impact in the minds of the audience. Someone said, rather than learning 1,000 kicks, learn one kick 1,000 times and you'll be much better. Actually, this quotation, it doesn't goes like, I'm not afraid of the one who knows 1,000 kicks. I'm afraid of the one who knows one kick but has practiced it 10,000 times. So it directs towards the possibility and the quality of practicing it time and again, making it to that extent that it feels out of this world and the real magic. Even the great magician, they not necessarily come up with the original tricks, but the ones that has been formed, and they have used their brains to improve it according to their style, the performance, their patter, the act, the audience, and the output is so much impressive that it feels what essence they have put into that piece of magic. So I think in the end, it's all about how you develop that magic. A simple magic too can be very much impactful if presented in the right manner. Many starting and many amateur magicians, what they do is, as soon as they learn the trick and stop dropping the stuffs on the floor, they run to their friends and start showing it, and in the process, either they end up botching in the middle, flashing something, or do not make a strong impact. This is a disrespect to the magical community as well as the magic in itself. Magic should be presented well, first learned, acquired, mastered, and then only presented in the strongest manner possible. then only it can be said that you have preserved the decorum as well as the respect for the magical community which it truly deserves. That's what I am working on, and I keep practicing on, because the last time I was performing in front of my friends, my hand was shaking. I couldn't just help myself in controlling myself, and now I'm forcing to perform in any of the audience and be cool and calm, because I found that being cool and calm is the most natural way to show the magic. It just happens. The flaws, the problems, the botches, the mistakes, it just happen out of blue. And it never happens while I'm practicing in my room, but it does in reality. So this flow of emotions has to be controlled if I grow further than just a room magician. Working towards that side, and that's all from my side today. There you go. Bye. Take care.